Oh, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Hi, guy. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another show. Welcome back to another show. Welcome back to another stream. Welcome back to another stream. Welcome back to another stream. Guys, thank you so much for the gifts over there on TikTok. I love you guys. Thank you, boss. Boss Miss Rich, honey. She got a coin. Hi, Tori, over on YouTube. I see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member, Tori. Guys, become a member like Tori. Show me you love me. I know that's right. Thank you, Proverbs, for the rose. I appreciate you. Guys, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hi, Danny. Happy Monday, y'all. Hello. Are we here? Happy Monday. It's been a Monday, honey. It's been a Monday. There's a lot to discuss. For those of you that were at my live this morning that I had before I went to work, I went on for those of you that were here this morning, I went on live on TikTok and I spoke about that interview that we all know that was making rounds today. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Not me. I'm doing this on camera, child. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? First things first, I wanted to get into some headlines because, child, it's been a lot going on. First, of course, there's a lot going on. As you guys know, Vasana was kicked out the villa, child. They said, baby, don't even pack your bags. Unpack them, don't even unpack them bags, honey. You're gone. Done. Hi, boo. How are you? They said, baby, you're gone. We're not playing. We're not doing it this season. I was shocked, I'm not even going to lie. Because we saw how last season they took Jalissa out very early. But she made it onto the show. In my opinion, I thought that they were going to wait into the show and then take her out. Because in my head, I'm like, there's no way that you are going to be able to stay on this show and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Especially when these videos are out about you saying the N-word. Because I don't know who you think you are. And for the people talking in the comments, talking about, it's just a song. No, that's not how it works. Just because a slur is in a song does not mean that you get to say it. The fuck? Are y'all cool? Are y'all cool? And also, like, it's like, oh my God, like, enough already. Enough. Why are white people so obsessed with saying that word? I don't get it. Like, enough. Be done with it. Y'all getting on my nerves. So she had to get the boot. And as she should. No shade. As she should. One of the interesting things that I saw was that production claims that the videos of Vasana saying the N-word were private videos that did not come up during their vetting. That was something that, they were hard on production. Because the moment this all went down, they were like, production does not do a good job at vetting these people and actually getting into their lives and seeing if they're going to be controversial. However, production said, honey, this is not on us. Vasana had a hating ass motherfucking person in her life that put these videos out. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Shout out to the best friend. You a hater, but I thank you for it. Okay? Shout out to the bestie. You a hater, but I thank you for it. On the other hand, Kenzie's brother spoke out in her defense after videos of her in a room with a bunch of Trump flags went viral. The fans have been asking for Kenzie to also be taken out of the villa. And her brother said, wait, hold on. No, not my sister. Here's what he had to say.
My name is Alden Annis. I am the brother of Mackenzie Annis. She just got announced to season 8 of Love Island. And pretty instantly, I saw backlash start to build up from these past pictures. Everybody's saying that she's a Trump supporter and things of that nature. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Me and my family are very against the Trump administration.
First things first. It can't be that far from the truth because she was in a room full of Trump flags. Okay, little brother? It can't be that far from the truth. That can't be further from the truth. No, baby, it's actually not. It's not even down the street from the truth. It's not even down the street from the truth. It's very close by, next to her. Because if that was farthest from the truth, she wouldn't be caught dead in a room full of Trump flags, cackling, dancing around, kikiing.
We have never voted for Donald Trump.
I want to see the records.
And it's really just been weighing down on me, the things that I've seen people online saying about my sister, just from short, like just 2 pictures or 3 pictures or something. But today, she is an amazing woman. She is like a huge role model to me. So it's just really hard to hear these false accusations. But I felt like I needed to come and clear the air and let people know that they are false, the accusations. And that if you guys give my sister a chance, that I really do believe that you will love her. I think she's an amazing person. But I just had to come on here and protect my sister. Hi, my name is...
I don't know what that video did. No shade. It didn't explain anything. It didn't explain why she was in a room with a bunch of MAGA Trump supporting people. Let's say she's not one of those people, right? Why were you in a room with a bunch of those people that had these flags up on the wall? And it was like 2 of them. So they were proud and out and about. Those were members. Okay? So why would Kenzie be okay? Why would Kenzie even walk into a house like that? No shade. Let alone start dancing and cackling and make videos. The math is not mathing. Girl, I don't... No shade. Someone in the comments talking about, in her defense, she's from the same city I'm from, and that's common in college dorms. Yeah, but that don't mean I gotta be in it. I don't care how common it is. That don't mean that you're gonna catch me inside of it. You know what I mean? It's no shade. Yeah, on the other hand, this was the key. The Pennsylvania mayor is publicly calling out Love Island USA cast member Sean after he reportedly left his position as a police officer to join the hit dating show. I've never thought I see the day in America where a reality competition wins out over being a police officer, the mayor said while criticizing Sean's decision. The mayor also argued that taxpayers helped fund his police academy training only for him to leave the department less than a year later, creating staffing challenges for the city. No shade. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm on live, honey. I'm gonna call you back. I don't know what y'all talking about, but if a better opportunity is presented to me, bye. Bye. Like, if a better opportunity is presented to me, we're not doing that. So to the mayor, it ain't no way that one person leaving is creating a certain type of staffing issue. We need to look into the staffing then. We need to look into the organization. We need to look into intake. Because y'all are dependent of one like, what is going on, child? The funny thing, though, is that there was, on the flip side, someone on Twitter was like, damn, he must have been locking hella people up that the mayor feeling it. Talking about Sean was a stellar police officer that was putting heat in the streets. Ciao. Let the boy live. Gabriel's best friend came out and said that he only followed Trump because he wants to get the news from the United States. Child, you don't need to follow Trump to get news about the United States. Trump actually doesn't even post news about the United States. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get to stop coming in defense of these people and making them look worse. To the best friend, I'm over it. Like, cause y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all saying, and it's just a bunch of mess. Y'all, let's get into the big mess of today. Ace admits his comments hurt Nick and Olandria after fans accused them of trying to tear their relationship down. Let's get into it. Well, it looks like Ace is finally realizing the fallout from his viral comments about Nick and Olandria. After publicly questioning whether their connection was real and revealing private conversations about their relationship, Ace now admits his remarks damaged his friendships with both Nick and Olandria. Fans were quick to rally behind Nick and Olandria, accusing Ace of speaking out of bitterness and jealousy after the couple continued receiving overwhelming support from viewers. Many felt Ace crossed the line by inserting himself into their relationship and sharing opinions that weren't his to tell. Now, after the backlash, Ace is acknowledging that his words had consequences. But for many fans, that damage may be already done. Of course, I told you guys that we were gonna watch this. Listen. I'm not gonna do too much because at the end of the day, this is a creator, a podcast host that is, I guess he's trying to do his thing. And so be it. So I'm gonna try to not say too much about the production or the show itself. However, ciao.
Special guest with me. You guys might know him for over 2.6 million followers. He has on TikTok, across all platforms, even crazier. You guys might know him for Love Island. You might know him for the dances that he does on live across the whole world, over different countries. But today I want to shine light on who he is outside of all of that. My dog, my guy, A-Squared.
Her name Alexis, but she drive a Toyota. Put on a fit, yeah, my class.
How are you feeling today, bro?
Honestly, I'm feeling blessed, bro.
Yeah?
I'm blessed.
Amen to that.
I can't complain. It's been a great morning. I had my smoothie this morning. Got in kind of late last night, but
What you got on today? What's the fit? Describe the fit for me, for my people out there.
little mic check.
We know you into the fashion.
1, 2.
Mr. Fly Guy. So
I went Kill the hype on the hat. Shout out my dog Kill.
shout out to Kill for real.
Shout out Kill, bro.
Because let me tell you, he got me right. Of these hats.
Remember, I get some shit. I'm like
I'm not doing
person.
it.
Yeah, check. Every bunch
I'm not doing it.
dramatic, most thought out, planned rollout ever. Like,
Right.
you really want to put your full effort behind it. And like for me, when I was in a funk of just like not being able to be my authentic self, shit pained me. You know what I mean? Like I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like me, I'm a very meticulous thinker when it comes to my art and my craft.
You put a lot into it.
Yeah, hell yeah. And with this song, it's not like I'm on my Kendrick Lamar shit.
Yeah.
Boy, what art and what craft? What art and what craft?
You know what I mean? It's like it's not even on that. It's just me getting back. It's me getting back into having fun. That's the thing. And with this song, like
And that's what it feels like too.
Yeah,
By the way,
yeah.
like I love the song, bro. Like
Thank you.
a banger.
I
Like you want,
appreciate
it make
it.
you really want to get off though. Like
Yeah,
for real.
on some shit. Yeah, Ike, bro. It's like shout out my dog Jayhawk too. Me and Jayhawk was in the studio. I was like, look, I'm looking for this type of vibe, and down to the beat. I'm helping out. Like, nah, this got to sound like this, and in this part, you gotta make it come in like boom, 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 on some shit.
You on the
So, like,
directive vibe.
exactly. And again, with this song, bro, I'm back into having fun. I'm back into a new phase in my life, a new chapter, and and shout out Chef Boy too. Chef Boy got on the song, and we got a banger on the way. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fire, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it after this.
Thank you, bro.
Me and you have something in common.
Yeah, what?
We have 6 brothers and sisters, and not a lot of people can relate to that for real. Having like grown up, how was that for you?
It's been fun. Like,
No shade to the interviewer. If you're watching this, if for some reason this comes into your shit and you watch this, you need to do better at your energy, bro. Like, nothing about your energy is making me even want to be a part of this. No shade. If I'm gonna critique you, I'm gonna give you something constructive. Like this nonchalant, low tone. Like you need to I don't know. Like
I have a very different relationship with every one of my siblings, and I'm grateful for it. And I learned something new from each and every one of them, and they have taught me, informed me to be who I am, because I'm a middle child. Like, in the middle child.
Me too, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
They say
Me too,
middle
bro.
child is the
yeah,
most.
bro. Me too,
The middle
bro.
children are the most successful out of all of them.
That's why we're here right now.
Thanks.
Nah, like,
Thanks.
but that I think it's dope because too, like, growing up in a big family, you see everybody has different.
Skip.
Upbringing was in how
And the amount of patience that they deal with on the.
I'm sorry, I don't really give a fuck.
And when that's your blood. Like you got to figure that shit out regardless. So they're gonna be in my content. They're gonna be on my leg. They're gonna be throughout my life for the rest of my life. Because when you let's God forbid your parents pass away, your siblings is who you have at the end of the day.
closest person to you. Right?
Exactly. So
That's real.
mhm.
That's what my parents always preached to us. Like, and y'all better stop bickering and arguing, stop fighting.
Mhm.
That's just, like when we leave, that's who y'all gonna have.
Yeah.
Like outside of your parents and maybe
Oh,
all right.
This shit
Dude, they're
is
not-
boring as
80
fuck.
She taught me how to have patience, whether you know it or not. Hey, that
Was it
You
Come,
don't.
put the camera on him right now. Put that man. I get deep and really fight through some shit. Really, raise kids on her own, and that's the amount of. Shout out her doctor. When my mom want to do this, promising careers, it's crazy. I was like, I'm gonna go like this, and then
Were you running towards something or away from something?
you wanna know the real reason why?
And worked at restaurant is learning that you moved to Hawaii.
Yeah.
and worked at restaurants.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's like
See,
different, just a wild personality. And for like maybe 2.5 years. 2.5 years. But it only took me like maybe 7 months to get to know damn near the whole island. Like,
there's no way, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro.
You didn't learn the island in 7 months.
I did though. No, high key.
It's that small?
It's that small. Like,
I haven't been. I'm going.
Yeah,
soon.
So what's the island life like, or what's?
You know the problem is too. You know what the problem is too? These people, this is why people, not everybody should have a fucking microphone. And not everybody should have a podcast. No shade. This podcast thing, if you're doing an interview, if you're going to interview someone, an interview is not for you to get to know this person. Get to know this person off camera. This is giving you, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is giving, it's giving, we're listening to what you want to know about Ace. Not what you think the audience wants to know about Ace. The fuck?
So this life, I'm like, okay, so one, I'm a broke college kid. Because of that shit.
Sounds like family was the biggest one. Nah, for real.
Like, people think it's all glitz and glamour of a show, but when you guys don't understand, it's like you are isolated. You like to come back and a whole bunch of shit
comes with it. But
moments kills me to the core.
Yeah.
And that was one thing I didn't want to miss is his graduation.
Yeah.
So like that tore me to shreds. Like missing family, my job.
That kind of makes me like, that was one of the questions I have for you.
Yeah.
Nobody really talks about the sacrifices behind success and like what comes with it. You know, like sounds like family was the biggest one that you've felt, at least. Like talk about that.
For me, I've always put my relationships, and I did that for the very first time. Nephews to come back, and you know now I see like a whole bunch of missed calls for them, and them trying like that before. For real. People think it's all glitz and glamour of a show, but when you guys don't understand, it's like you are isolated. Like imagine not being able to call your friends, family, parents, nobody for 6 weeks, and you're constantly just working.
Yeah, like, not only that, bro. Like I also like you be grinding, bro. Like whenever we talk, bro, you be on the phone. I'm about to go on live. Like I'm about to go do this show and this appearance. Like it comes with the territory. But like I think like the thing that's dope is like how you're able to show up for them in different ways too. Though. You know what I mean? Like you're able to support them, help them out in other areas and stuff. Yeah, bro. Like that's the one thing. Like they will VIP.
Bring Rapunzel out right now and make sure she signed everything of my niece's shit. Make sure that we get all this shit. Like I want whole rack. We need it. You know what I mean? Like I ain't used to be able to do that before. But like it's been a blessing. Like God has been able to bless me for that. I'm
still you work so hard that just
putting all.
Sorry for Hudson show. Mm-hmm. Where does the drive come from?
Yeah, it's bigger. At least the exact got more here to where like it's a lot of different aspects of life. And you know, you mentioned the age and being like, oh, you did this at this. Okay. Did also promise tomorrow. I do. And
before any of this took off, was there a moment where you experienced or something that didn't work out?
But looking before my grandmother had passed, be able like, oh,
every dollar that Fast forgave me, that's worth that check
for it. And then in the same breath, I knew for a fact I didn't want to be an employee to where you like your entire
you gotta have that.
I'm losing tomorrow. My purpose. You know what I'm doing? Ain't nobody gonna tell me no.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be the only person.
It literally to
possibly you to be in.
You also got to run to catch the best after you trade to come and go get it. You know what I mean? You guys
all these damn cars in his hand. Ask the questions. All these cars that he got in his hands, he not asking none of the, like what the. Like also considered it. I mean, because you lose my footing along that person or fuck them and yada yada. I'm just like, bro, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to go talk my shit too now because don't nobody give a fuck about me. Don't nobody care if I'm hurt or whatever. So I'm just gonna say what I said,
and it blew back up in my face, knowing that wasn't even my character in the first place. The people say,
You know what I mean? And if they look at you crazy for working towards where you want to be,
yeah.
I mean, then each your song, you know what I mean?
And sometimes, bro, I lose my footing along the way when it comes to shit like that. Like, for example, even coming off the island, bro, when I had seen everybody, like, just talking shit and just going in and being like, oh, this person said this, or this person did this, and this, and I'm, like, seeing the reaction from everybody, and the people was like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, we support you. Fuck that person, or fuck them, and yada, yada. I'm just like, bro, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to go talk my shit, too, now, because don't nobody give a fuck about me. Don't nobody care if I'm hurt or whatever, so I'm just going to say what I said. And it blew back up in my face, knowing that wasn't even my character in the first place. And I did that anyways. And
it is your character. We saw it played out the entire summer. That's the thing you forget. You think we forget that we saw you and your character. It is your character, Pa. It is your character, Papa. We saw it play out the entire summer. It is in your character to be catty, shady, manipulative, conniving. Hello? Play season 7. Rewind it.
it's something where it was a learning moment for me. Yeah. Like, you know, God might hold me to a different standard than everybody else.
Right.
You know, and my thing should be is carry yourself and move how God wanted you to move, regardless of what anybody else is saying, regardless of what people are talking about. You should be holding yourself to a different standard. When the world is telling you you wrong and God is telling you you right for moving like this, because you're supposed to keep quiet. You're supposed to not speak on certain things. Right. You're supposed to just take
show
it on
love,
the chin.
kindness, no matter what.
Show love, kindness, no matter what. That's something where I struggle with, and I still struggle with to this day, of holding my tongue about certain topics. You know what I mean? Because I'm a person who's always just been, I gotta let people know how I feel. I gotta let it be known what it is, because you ain't gonna keep playing with me. Sometimes you gotta just sit in the fire. Sometimes you gotta just deal with that shit, and you'll be vindicated, or you'll be able to tell your truth sooner or later. You know what I mean? And
the way he talking lets me know that what he's about to say about whatever is all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he talking lets me know that what we know he's about to say is all bullshit. Because there's still that in him, that he wants vindication, that he feels like he's right. He feels like he was wronged. He feels like they did me dirty.
One thing I do want to say is, like, I've hurt people along the way. From, for example, even with the whole Olandria situation.
You see?
Like, you'll be able to fire.
You see? He went right into that because he knew. Hi, my love. How are you? He went right into that because he knew. You literally cannot say that you feel like your vindication will come, and then in the same breath say that, like, try to take accountability for the wrong, that don't even make no sense. This is why I wanted to watch this video.
Sometimes you gotta just deal with that shit, and you'll be vindicated, or you'll be able to tell your truth sooner or later. You know what I mean? And one thing I do want to say is, like, I've hurt people along the way. From, for example, even with the whole Olandria situation, when I had spoke on that, like, that's me speaking from hurt.
Yeah.
It was more like bro, Nick just hurt my feelings. You know, I didn't feel like he had my back. And then, you know, even though I praised Olandria in the same interview with Speedy, I still also spoke on her relationship, so it opened up the door for her to get hate on in general, and that wasn't even my intent of the whole thing.
It was your intent. We can watch the Speedy interview right now, and the way you're delivering all of those lines, we can see the evilness and the hatredness in your eyes. You were ecstatic to be catty. You were happy to throw them in the mud. You were having a key on that couch. So please don't come on here and say that wasn't my intent. That's not even my character. That's not what I was trying to do. When you really sat there and insinuated that Nick had herpes. Insinuated that Nick had brought something into the villa. Saying, well, I got tested before I came on here. To the point that Nick had to go on a podcast and say that's not true. And I hope people will stop with that, because that's not true. Everybody that was there knows what happened, and this is what happened.
It was just basically me to stay how I'm feeling. But, you know, I hurt myself. I hurt them in the process. And that's something where, you know, we talked about it that same week and we smoothed things over and cool. But it put a damage on all of our relationships.
Y'all didn't move anything over. Them telling you like, okay, whatever, is not smoothing anything over. They don't fuck with you, no shade. And mind you, I don't even know them and whatever. But in my opinion, they don't fuck with him. In my opinion, they don't fuck with him. And they don't want to talk to him. This is your attempt, your lousy attempt at trying to get back into good terms. But no shade, it's a chop. It's a chop. You made your bed. Now you have to lay in it. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Guys, make sure you're following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. And if you want to watch with me, I'm live on YouTube right now. You can hit the bio in my profile. My YouTube is there. And you can come join me on YouTube. But yeah, it's a chop. No shade.
Relationship. And that's something that it hurts to this day because, you know, these are people who I was friends with in the villa for a while, you know, and, you know, you try and move on, you try and...
Yeah, these were people that fucked with you. These were people that thought that you were their friend. These were people that had their best interest for you, but you didn't have the same for them. These were people that thought that you guys were all going to be cool for the rest of eternity. These were people that you cried on their shoulders when you needed someone to cry on. That you confided in when you needed someone to confide in. That you asked for advice constantly when you needed advice. And you still sat your 3 feet? Let me stop. You still sat your ass down on that couch, down to the Speedy interview, and dogged them out. Thank you for the rose, baby. Thank you for the rose. I love you guys. Huh? These were the people that fucked with you, and you really sat there and dogged them out? Okay. Make that make sense.
You know, next play it, but, you know, you always want to still right your wrongs.
Right.
And I was definitely wrong for that situation. And
Let me say this. Can I say something?
yeah,
The things you go through, sometimes they're not, even though it hurts somebody else, sometimes it does something inside of you. Like, for you to even sit here and say how you feel, like, you had to go through that, you know what I mean? And you had to kind of learn these things and learn yourself and learn, like, all right, I can't move like that, you know what I mean? It also teaches a lesson, not just for them, but for you as well, you know what I mean? Like, nothing goes to waste.
Yeah, no, bro. And 100%. I learned in the process of
The friend knew he was wrong too. Talking about I can't move like that. The friend clocked it.
throughout my mistakes, and I learned how to deal with certain situations moving forward, because it's better I go through this shit now while I'm young than to be at a grown ass age doing young ass shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, old habits die hard.
exactly, for sure. And that's one thing I do want to.
I know you young, but how young do you think you are? Like, I know you're young, but you're also an adult. Like, yeah, you're young, but you're also an adult. So don't be trying to play that young card right now.
I do want to make clear is I make mistakes. Like, the difference is a person watching this video makes mistakes too. Just nobody knows about your mistakes.
Right.
Everybody's gonna know about my mistakes, which is not an easy thing to do.
Because people don't go around attacking their friends, making shit up about their friends, going on podcasts and talking shit about their friends because they're mad that their friends are more famous than them. That's the difference. It's not that our lives are not being showcased on on a national show. That's not the reason. Because they know no one is getting as much shit from that season than you. Because you're the one that constantly goes on different shows, different podcasts to talk shit. You're the one that is always throwing shade. You're the one that created a diss track. Like, we're not making shit up, boy.
Granted, I signed up for all this shit. I signed up for people to criticize me, to have opinions, to have all this shit. And yes, it affects me a lot of times. This year, I've learned to deal with it.
You know why it affects you, Ace? Because you're hurting people, and you're doing it for real. So it affects you because people are criticizing things that you're doing in a genuine way. Clock it. That's why the comments affect you. That's why the comments affect you. Because if the comments weren't true, it wouldn't affect you. If the comments weren't true, it wouldn't affect you, because I know you don't sit your ass at home reading all of those comments, right? There's no way that you sit at home reading all of those comments. Being so confident as you portray to be, there's no way that you sit at home and read all of those comments. Because to you, what does that matter? But they bother you because you are genuinely being who you are, and people criticize who you genuinely are. And that's why it bothers you. And that's something that you're going to have to work out in therapy.
Way better than I was last year. Like,
That was going to let me go to my question.
Yeah.
It's like, when people form an opinion about you from one moment or one clip, and it's not who you are, how do you handle that?
I've gotten to the point now where it's literally fucked opinion in general, like good or bad. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm appreciative of all the people who support me, 1,000%. But it's like, when you start depending on people's, Ace, you did a good job, Ace, you did a good job, you get very lenient on that. And then boom, the next day when they decide to say, we don't like that, then you let that come to your heart. You know what I mean? So now I got to move with are you doing this for you, or are you doing this for everybody else's opinion? And that's whatever content I put out. So like, even the
thing is that you don't even know what you're doing. Ace, you started as a dancer on TikTok. Now you're trying to be a rapper who also does content. You like, nothing that you're doing. Like, what's the intentionality between anything that you're doing? To me, I feel like you're just doing everything and seeing whatever sticks. And that's why people critique you. No shade. I think that if you would have kept on the dancing thing, people would have felt more people would have felt that would be a more genuine thing. Because you were doing that on TikTok, and you were very famous on TikTok for teaching people how to dance and all of that good jazz. Where's the dance company? Open it up. Where's the dance company, child? You could be having your own dance instruction and situations. Like, I would even, if I was a producer, a TV producer, I would even giving him a little, like, Abby Miller TV show where it's him and his little minions. You know what I'm saying? That would have felt genuine. But what you're doing it's all over the place, child, and that's why people criticize it. No shade.
The documentary shit I put out, like,
nothing feels.
Yeah, I the promo for this shit. I already knew for a fact this shit was gonna get clowned on. This shit was gonna get memed up. But like, I know how to promote some shit, because like at the end of the day, I know for a fact people want to see some bullshit or people want to hate on some shit. So now I'm about to use y'all's negativity and put it into some positive shit. You know?
Exactly. So point back in the period, you did this interview. You mentioned Nickel and Olandria in this interview because you have a song coming out. And you literally just said you know how to promote this shit. So you literally used this interview, name dropped Nick and Olandria for the fact that you have a new song coming out. Got it. Caught you. Caught you.
I mean, so boom. I'm saying I put out content for me now, and it's not for the approval of other people. And I don't want to say that to say fuck all the people who support me. That's not that.
Not at all.
It's more of like
it's more of you live by the cheers, you die by the boos.
Exactly, for sure. And that's how I maneuver throughout life now. Is I'm making sure I'm doing something for me, and I'm doing something because it makes me happy at the end of the day, not because it's gonna get some clicks, not because it's gonna hit the main media post tomorrow, the blogs and shit like that. Like, I tried that before, and it bit me in my ass. So I'm cool.
You've been in spaces where convos get edited and rearranged into a different story, and now you're here on Life Without the Game, where it's completely unfiltered. Mm-hmm. How does that feel to talk with no walls around it?
First things first, I just want to say Baron is an amazing host. I feel like he does a great job at making people feel comfortable to talk about anything or just talk about.
Okay, I'm done. I think that's kind of it when it comes to the conversation. I'm not gonna finish that. No shade. I'm not gonna finish that. No shade. I think that's where. I'm like, I think. Yeah, no shade. This was not what he thinks he was doing. Baby, we could tell that you name dropped Nick and Olandria because you have a song coming out. It's very simple. The equation is right there. You're literally telling on yourself throughout the interview. You have a song coming out. You want to name drop Nick and Olandria because you knew that was going to make the interview pop. And you got it. You got it. Thank you, Nick and Olandria. Thank you, Nick and Olandria, keeping people's lights paid, keeping people's rent paid. It's like y'all got Olandria EBT cards. Whenever y'all want y'all rent paid, whenever y'all want to get some groceries, y'all go on these podcasts and y'all want to name drop. So y'all can go to the supermarket and buy y'all groceries and pay y'all rent. I'm over it. I'm over it. Focus on you and do your shit without having to drop other people's names. Because Olandria don't even know none of y'all no more. She don't drop none of y'all names. None of y'all names. Barely drops Nickname, child. We be begging her to drop nicks. Over it. Over it. It's like insane. It's like insane. It's like literally insane. It's like literally insane. And like I said earlier today, Chelly, bet I see you, girl. You and Ace was beefing about that entire interview, and it never dawned on you to hit up Olandria. It never dawned on you to post something on social media. Just how y'all sat there in the reunion and told Hudda that da 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 da. It didn't dawn on you to do the same thing. Okay. 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 Does the Speedy interview then goes to out of the country to ask her to be her boyfriend, break up in the next month? Child, who the real scammers? I ask you, who the real scammers? Someone said Wellington, his siblings commented on your IG post, said that Ace didn't lie. His siblings need to stop. I'm over his siblings. What? Like, shut up. Why are y'all talking? Why are y'all talking? Y'all just making shit worse for him. Shut up. Shut up. Mad aggressive in the comments. Doing the most. Like, I don't get it. Like, just shut up. Let Ace do the talking. He already let Ace do the talking. Y'all don't understand that y'all are doing more bad than good by going under these comments and doing what y'all doing. Siblings, moms, everybody in the mess. Like, that is just so ghetto. So ghetto. Get the household in order. Where's the home training? Talking about Ace didn't lie. He literally said that. He literally went on that podcast and said everything he said out of being hurt. So if the siblings are in my comments talking about he didn't lie, then what the siblings must know is that what he's saying on this podcast is a lie. And that what he said was actually how he really felt. Which one is it? Which one is it? He's telling us this to us on this side, and then the siblings telling us this, saying, which one is it? Which one is it, child? All up in the mess. This is not Love and Hip Hop. This is not Love and Hip Hop. Please. No one want to hear from y'all. So please, stop it. Up in the comments. Child can take it. Whew. I can't, like, I like, literally can't take it. Guys, let's finish this up on TikTok. So jump from YouTube back to TikTok to finish this in TikTok. But I want to say, get ready for season 8 of Love Island. We are going to be covering season 8 of Love Island here on Wellington on Air. And I am very excited to announce that this season I will be doing a podcast called The Morning After. And every morning after an episode of Love Island, I'll be going live to discuss the episode, to talk about everything that happened on the villa, and to also give you guys my analysis. So make sure to tune in to The Morning After every morning after Love Island. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next stream.